Muy buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches a todos ustedes. Me llamo Señor Smith y vamos a hablar hoy de los verbos pretéritos, which is to say, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to talk about preterite verbs, okay? A preterite verb is a specific conjugation of a verb to describe an event that's already taken place. It's something that's happened and that is in the past tense. So for example, in English, I might say, last night, I cooked supper. Or I could say, 6 weeks ago, my friend wrote me a letter. Those actions have already taken place. And in Spanish, to indicate we're using preterite verbs, we use a specific conjugation. Now, there's this really fun song that I'm going to sing for you because it's a helpful strategy to remember these conjugations. And it goes like this. Our verbs go hasta o, amos, aron, so you know. Iste, yo, imos, yeron, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, that is the song. And that can be a helpful strategy, especially in the beginning when you're conjugating those verbs. You can listen to that song in your head, repeat it, and then find the appropriate conjugation. So let's take a quick look at a page of notes that can help further describe the preterite form in Spanish. So here you'll see we have from the textbook, the page of notes. And I'm not going to go over each section of these, read them aloud, but I will touch on the main points. This chart right here is a very useful thing to study and to review because it gives the specific conjugations for each subject pronoun. So let's take a look, for example, at the verb mirar. Mirar means to look. To conjugate mirar for the yo form, you would say yo miré. So for example, ayer miré una película muy buena. Yesterday, I watched a very good movie. Tú miraste una película buena. You saw or watched a good movie. Ella miró una película muy buena. She watched. Nosotros miramos una película buena. We watched. And lastly, ustedes miraron una película buena. You will notice that in the yo form and in the ella, ella, usted form, there are accent marks to indicate the pronunciation of those words. So those things are important to pay attention to at the beginning when you're first learning the preterite. So let's take a look at a few examples that I've included below. Aquí tenemos algunos ejemplos útiles. Now, número uno, dice, anoche preparé la cena. Anoche is a word that means last night. And we have the verb preparar. The infinitive is preparé, preparar. But as you can see, it is conjugated preparé la cena. Okay, so if you're trying to discover who is doing this action, or rather who did this action, you could use the song that we talked about. Our verbs go right there. We have it right here. Anoche preparé la cena. This is to say, last night I prepared dinner. Número dos. Ayer aprendiste unas palabras del vocabulario nuevas. We'll use the song. Our verbs go iste. Aha, aprender is the infinitive that means to learn. And in this case, we have ayer, tú aprendiste unas palabras del vocabulario nuevas, right? Yesterday, you learned some new vocabulary words. Número tres. El año pasado, ella escribió una carta a su amiga. El año pasado, last year, she wrote a letter to her friend. Ella escribió. E-R-I-R-E-I-S-T-E-O. Mira, tenemos escribió with an accent over the O. That, in this context, means she wrote a letter to her friend. Y número 4. La semana pasada, nosotros vimos una película a las 2 de la tarde. Last week, we watched a video or a movie at 2 in the afternoon. We'll refer back to the song. E-R-I-R-E-I-S-T-E-O. Imos. All right? Vimos is a conjugation of the verb ver, which means to watch. So in this case, we have la semana pasada nosotros vimos una película. We watched a movie at 2 in the afternoon. And lastly, we have número 5. Esta mañana, estos chicos usaron un cupón de regalos en el mercado. This morning, esta mañana, these gentlemen, or these lads, if you will, estos chicos, usaron, they used a gift card, un cupón de regalos en el mercado. Let's refer back to the song. Our verbs go hasta o, amos, Aaron. Aaron, aquí tenemos Aaron. Right? From the infinitive usar, which means to use. Okay? So here's a few examples of the preterite form in context, right? All 5 of these examples, what they have in common is that the action has already taken place. The verb is in the past tense. It's something that is signed, sealed, and delivered, right? So that is an introduction to the preterite form in Spanish. Come back and refer to this video anytime if you need to review. Y espero que todos ustedes tengan un día muy, muy bonito. Gracias y hasta la próxima.